So I'll begin with a question. Uh, how many of you have interacted with any business in recent time over WhatsApp? Practically most of us, yeah. I mean, even the hands, which are not raised, I'm assuming it will be because there's no other option. How many of us has probably contacted a business over a call in last few months? Again, most of us. When I started my operator back almost 8 years back, one thing which was, very fundamental to us that at the end, it's all about conversation. The businesses were really thriving upon conversations, the sales, the customer service, etc. It was primarily about conversations. The same thought, if we see right now and evolved over last 8 years, the methods of conversation has changed, but I think that still holds a fundamental. And more if I see in the future, this is what I can believe, soon it'll be all about a good conversation. Right now, we're looking at the paradigm where, primarily the sales and support, that's only, getting driven in the conversation. But what is changing right now is the entire customer experience, marketing, sales, everything is moving towards conversation. I'll no longer be surprised that advertisements are getting conversational, the customer feedback journeys, etc., already getting conversational. And that's what I fundamentally believe, that entire customer interaction would be conversational. Now it can be voice, it can be WhatsApp, but it's primarily going to be conversational. That's what the whole landscape is changing. That's how, the entire customer expectations are changing. And at this point, I strongly see we are standing at a doorway of a big change coming in. Thanks to all, popular LLMs or generative AIs, I think this has been repeated multiple times over last few months or maybe a year. But this is leading to a big change in the how businesses are interacting with customers. And this is just the beginning of it. We are just standing at a doorway. This is going to change the whole customer behavior, whole business interaction behavior very, very differently. And again, as I said, this will be all about having a good conversation. When I look at business leaders, I look at what are they thinking about it. Tech leaders, I think everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about how the customer interaction is changing with generative AIs, how the whole customer experience, the sales experience, the customer support experience, the marketing journeys, etc. is changing. A fun fact before I move to this part, all the images that is actually used in this whole presentation is AI generated. We intentionally choose to use every single image in the whole presentations. It's AI generated, and that's what that time we are living in. I think generative AIs and conversation will rule the business ecosystem. Now, as a business, my operator, we fundamentally believe that there is a perfect balance of call and WhatsApp which is going to exist, which is going to drive the entire customer conversation journey. Be it sales, be it customer support, be it marketing, be it any customer interaction, this is what going to be driving it. And we launch my operator with initially the idea of having call management system. How do we let businesses manage their call conversation? When we started, we saw there were a lot of tools to manage chat, a lot of tools to manage emails, but there were nothing around voice, and that's how we started. And the fundamentals of voice and especially call communication, I think, still hold true even today. Even with the rise of messaging, I think some advantage that call brings in a business customer interactions. These are there are a sense of directness. I can call somebody and just talk a better conversation with them. Building a rapport, information richness in the whole tone, dialect, etc. These are the fundamentals of calls as a medium of conversation. And at the same time, when we talk about messaging, WhatsApp in this case, it's asynchronous convenience, it's multitasking and accessibility, and the cost effectiveness. I think these two very different side of a business communication, but as a my operator, this is what we're looking at. Building a platform which is actually taking the whole interaction, taking the whole customer journey on one platform, be it call, be it WhatsApp. And that's what my operator's future about where we, over next couple of years, would continue building a well-integrated customer journey for our business customers, where they would be able to define or they would be able to drive that business interaction on one platform in an integrated journey. That not only would change how consumers would interact with businesses, but at the same time, they would change how business agents would interact with customers. And just to make a sense, and probably I'll share an anecdote. I was talking to one of my cousin lately. He's just fresh out of college. I thought, taking his feedback, understanding from him how the younger buyers are actually seeing it. I asked him, how do you interact with the business? If you're ordering something, if you're, wanting to buy something, how do you interact with businesses? So he told me the first answer was, I'll probably WhatsApp the business. And I was like, okay, is there areas where you call? So his immediate answer was, yes, when we have to really shout on the customer support or something. So I was taken aback, is this really it? And I asked him, is this really it? Anything else? So then he started sharing. Also, when I think, I want to build a confidence. Also, when I want to build a rapport. Also, when I want to understand the information. And then I said, do you see these two existing, particularly in your business interactions? He said, probably every time. I would want to call, I would want to WhatsApp, and that's how, as a consumer, my business interaction would be. That's how I felt, a perfect combination of a good customer interaction software would be around a perfect balance in call and WhatsApp journey. Largely, these journeys would be also driving the commerce in it. There'll be purchase journey, there'll be sales journey built all around it, and that's going to be driving the whole customer experience. In next, I think, 2 years itself, there are research which shows the whole market of customer commerce journey, a conversational commerce journey is expanding like anything. And it's like $185 billion, which is, again, just a number, but you understand the size of the growth, you understand the whole paradigm shift. And this is all about how the whole customer interaction is changing. As a My Operator, we are serving almost 10,000 businesses right now. In next couple of years, I think most of our customer would see the journey changing, would see it just being a call initiated journey to a call or WhatsApp journey, a perfect balance of how the business interaction is happening across the channel, a synchronous as asynchronous journey. Customer agents, business agents changing the medium, switching between call and WhatsApp, and there where the entire business interaction would happen. At the end, I think I'll just share the pun. We all thought a few years back, this is how the rise of machines would be. We'll have machines ruling the world, but I think, for the good, what we have right now is machines ruling our chat. And that's the, I think, future. That's what going to drive the whole business commerce further. That's about, how My Operator sees it. That's about how the future, I believe, as a founder, going to change. Thank you.